what is something you think all construction companies should start doing?
Some companies do this, but doing an after-action review, so to speak, after you close out a job, I think contractors can get so busy and they got to keep on the job schedule and move on to the next job. But to really sit there and sort of regroup on, what went well, did we have any price escalations that we should have known about, any errors in our estimating pre-con, or any, how did the project run as far as did we change order when we should have? There's just a lot that you can, if you just pause and sort of think through how the job went, you can kind of eliminate some errors that might have happened again had you not have, paused and sort of self-assessed.
Yeah, I totally agree. That would have been my exact answer. And, I take it a step further, and I know it's hard. Like we all get busy in our day-to-day, business, especially contractors that are, you make money by being quick and on schedule and on time and hopefully early. So it's hard to press pause and say, hey, let's look back at a budget to actual and see how did we really do on that project. But that's so important. And I would even say, we've helped clients a lot of times go back and do data analysis on years worth of jobs. And it's amazing when you start looking at it, at the trends, and just by analyzing, okay, what was our budget? What did we estimate on this job? And what did we actually make on it? And you start looking at it by, type of work, geography, project manager, estimator, superintendent. It's amazing what pops out of the data if you get enough data in your data set. So totally agree.
I would say start looking into AI and machine learning. There's so many new tools, great tools that are coming out, it seems like every single year, to monitor utilization, profitability. I've seen some that even manage your job costing and your inventory that can predict based off of the way you've set up the job and what you think the costs are going to be, can tell you when you're going to run out of that material so that you're ordering within enough time so that that material shows up and you can keep the job going. So you don't end up with any unnecessary stops in a job.
It's funny you say that. Claiborne and I were at a conference 2 weeks ago, and we made the comment how many software guys there were there, and they clearly stick out. But it is an industry that we all talk about it. It's very disjointed, and there's a lot of waste and inefficiency in a construction project. And so it really seems like the software and technology industry has caught on to just how much benefit there is to be gained by trying to solve some of those inefficiencies with technology. So I think you hit that nail on the head. The other thing I would say, Claiborne, is I would encourage all contractors to start and maintain cash flow projections. It's so easy, especially when you're in a ramp up phase, when you're growing, you got a lot of either bigger contracts or more velocity of contracts, or you're doing something different than you used to. If you're just running the business out of your bank account, or even if you're not, even if you have a good set of financial statements, especially if you're a subcontractor, you can get surprised really easy. It's a low margin, high risk business, and you need to make sure that you know where you are from a cash flow standpoint and where you're gonna be 1 month, 3 months, 6 months from now.
Yeah, I think a lot of that is looking at your contract status report. You can see job by job, where's your job borrow, where's your negative cash flow on jobs going forward, and you can sort of plan accordingly for that. And that is important.